Assalamu alaikum, dear student. Hope you are well. I am also fine. I am Saiful Islam, lecturer of BBA, Hazimul Ideal College of Education. Dear student, last two class I discussed on bed and I have preferred that how to calculation of bed. We know that there are two steps of calculation of bed. First step is calculation of sales, and when we will get sales, then we will calculation of bed. Actually, there are two steps. First step is calculation of sales, and second step is calculation of bed. Dear student, you should remember it that without calculation of sales, you will not be able to calculation of bed. So at first, calculation of sales and this is the solution of a problem. Its problem is example 10 and I will given the solutions and questions in your messenger group, inshallah. So at first now I am reading the questions. The information relating to production and sales of Sakib Limited for the year ended 30 June 2015 are given below. Raw material opening 3 lakh and ending 75 lakh. Work in process 2 lakh 40,000 and ending 1 lakh 50,000. Finished goods opening 4 lakh 50,000 and ending 2 lakh 25,000. Raw material purchase there are 7 lakh 50,000, direct wages 3 lakh 60,000, factory overhead 6 lakh 75,000, admin overhead 4 lakh 50,000, selling overhead 5 lakh 25,000. The company sells its product adding 20% profit and cost and charge value added tax 15%. Requirement: determine the amount of VAT to be the paid of the company. This is the question. Now I will solve the question, and we know that when we will prefer or calculation bed, there are two steps. First stage is calculation of sales. Dear students, look at the blackboard. Here I have already calculation of sales. So we know that when we will prefer calculation of sales, then there are a table. There are a table and there are rules. At first, when we will calculate of sales, at first beginning inventory of raw material. In the question, beginning inventory of raw material there are 3 lakh. Okay, I have written here 3 lakh. Then we will add a purchase with inventory of raw materials beginning. In the question, there are purchase of raw material are given 7 lakh 50,000. Total 10 lakh 50,000. Now we will deduct ending inventory of raw material 75,000. Then the result will be cost of raw material used. Here cost of raw material used are 9 lakh 75,000. We know cost of raw material used. When we will get cost of raw material we will use, with this we will add some direct expense such as direct labor, direct wages, etc. Given in the question, there are direct wages. So we will add direct wages. Direct wages in the question 3 lakh 60,000. Then we will find 13 lakh 35,000. That will be fine cost. Dear student, we know that cost of raw material used added any direct wages or any direct expense, the answer will be fine cost. So here fine cost is 30 lakh 35,000 and factory overhead. We know that when we will get fine cost, then we will add factory overhead with fine cost. In the question, factory overhead there are 6 lakh 75,000. So total 20 lakh 10,000 and given in the question opening working process, we will add opening working process with total cost. Factory opening working process are 2,40,000. Then answer will be 22,50,000. And we will deduct from here minus closing working process. Given in the question, closing working process are 1,50,000. Then answer will be 21 lakh. And this is called cost of goods manufactured. And cost of, after calculation of cost of goods manufactured, we will add it and deduct finished good. At first we will add it opening finished good and we will deduct closing finished good. Then the answer will be cost of goods sold. Here cost of goods sold are 23,25,000. With cost of goods sold, we added commercial expense. Commercial expense are two types. One is admin overhead and other is selling overhead. Given in the question, there are admin overhead 4,50,000 and selling overhead 5,25,000. Total 9,75,000. It is commercial expense. And we will add commercial expense with cost of goods sold. Then the answer will be total cost. And in the answer solution sheet, we see that total cost is 33 lakh. Total cost is 33 lakh. And total we will add profit with total cost. Then we will get sales. Given in the question, there are mentioned that profit is 20% on cost. So here 33 lakh is cost and 20% will be 6,60,000. Then we will get sales. So in the answer sheet, we can see that sales are 39,60,000. Dear student, actually we have prepared the table only for calculation of sales or what is the total sales of the companies or of the business. Because when we will calculation of that, then we will must find out sales. Without sales, we cannot calculate that. Dear student, I want to say that I reply, we know that there are two steps calculation for VAT. First step is calculation of sales, and we will calculation of sales the following way or the following rules. The following rules, I want to reply the rules again. At first beginning or opening inventory of raw material plus purchase of raw material minus ending or closing inventory of raw material. Then we will get raw material used. The other name of raw material used is raw material consumed. When we will get raw material used or raw material consumed, with that we will add a direct expense. Any direct expense, direct wages, direct labor, direct etc. Then the answer will be prime cost. With prime cost, we will add a factory overhead. And then we will add a opening working process and less closing working process. Then the answer will be cost of goods manufactured. When we will get cost of goods manufactured, then we will add it with it opening finished good added, and we will deduct closing finished good. Then the answer will be cost of goods sold. And when we will get cost of goods sold, then we will add two expense with cost of goods sold. It is called commercial expense. Commercial expense are two types. One is admin overhead and other is selling overhead. Given in the question, there are admin overhead 4,50,000 and selling overhead 5,25,000. Then total commercial expense is 9,75,000 and total we will add 9,75,000 with cost of goods sold. Then the answer will be total cost. And given in the question that there are profit 20% on cost. So there are cost is 33 lakh and 25% will be 6 lakh 60,000. When we will add total cost plus profit, then the answer will be sales. Actually, that table is that table is making for only for find out calculation of sales. Dear student, here we will get sales is 39 lakh 60,000, and now the second step is calculation of VAT. Dear students, look at the blackboard and you will see that how to I will calculation of VAT. It is, we know that calculation of VAT is very easy. Calculation of VAT. Taka particular. At first, sales. Raw material used. Dear students, look at the blackboard. We know that there are two steps of calculation of VAT. First step is calculation of sales, and second step is calculation of VAT. Here, at first, we calculate the calculation of sales. From the table, we got that sales is 39 lakh 60,000, and from the total sales, we will deduct raw material used. Raw material used 9,75,000. From where we will get raw material used? We will get raw material used from first table. That means calculation of sales. Here raw material used were 9,75,000, and when we will minus raw material used from sales amount, then the answer will be value added. Here value added is 29,85,000. So now we will calculation of VAT. So VAT equal 29,85,000 into 15%. We know that VAT percent is always 15%. So 15%. So when if we will calculation it, then the VAT answer will be 4,47,750 taka. It is the actual VAT of the companies. Dear students, today I solved this question answer. It is example 10, and inshallah I will give the total solutions question in your messenger group. You will see at first the question, and then you will see the total solution of these questions. Best of luck. Allah Hafiz.